Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon too, man. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm also fine. Thank you so much for asking. We are trying to have conversation for a long time. We finally we get the time to have conversation. Yeah, yes,
Yes, I'm so surprised. Like today, finally, we are connected. It's been long time. That's fine. So,
absolutely.
your name is Shahid, right?
Yes, my name is Shahid. Let me introduce myself because this is our first
Yes,
conversation.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so this is Shahid, and I'm from Jharkhand in Jamshedpur. And but right now I'm calling from Oman. So and I have a YouTube channel as well. So yes, and I like to play cricket. I like to listen music sometime, and I like to read book. Yes, these are my hobbies.
That's great. Let
And
me give you a quick introduction also. Would you like to say something else?
no, no, you can. Yeah, now you go ahead. Yes.
Okay, my name is Karishma. I live in Gurgaon. By profession, I'm an advocate. I am mother of two kids, and also I'm running a YouTube channel. It's been 1 year. Yes. And how long
Okay.
have you been on YouTube?
I have been I think more than 1 year. So yes, my YouTube channel name is English with Sahid. Yeah.
Yes, yes. That's nice. So how is it going?
Yeah, it is going fine. Yeah.
Great, great, great. So yes, what should we talk about today? Is there any
I
topic in your
would
mind?
No, there's no any topic. And generally, I just have a conversation with you. Like, I was just wanted to know about your journey. Like, you are so speaking well, Like, I'm struggling sometime in my spoken English. Although, like, I'm so fascinated about my English, but sometimes also think like, no, I'm struggling. But when I see in your channel and when I visited, at that time you are so fluent. Like, I would like to know what is the secret behind. So yes.
I would like to tell you something about my English. First thing that yes, I am fluent. And the second thing is, if you will hear me properly, you will understand that I am making a lot of grammatical errors while speaking. And just because of my flow, you may not be able to catch them, but I'm making a lot of grammatical
Okay.
errors. But yes, I am fluent. As everyone said this to me, like, ma'am, you're very fluent, you're speaking very good, but they don't realize, like, while communication, I'm making mistakes. Only a teacher can understand. So that's true.
Okay.
And if you talk about how I get this fluency, I think this is very
Mm-hmm.
natural because even when I speak in Hindi, I am
Mm-hmm.
same, like, I'm very fast. My speed is like
Okay.
a little bit faster than other people. Now I am trying
Okay.
to speak slowly so that I can correct myself. Because when I speak faster, I sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I did not even realize that what other things I said wrongly or like what other mistakes I made in my conversation. So now I'm trying to speak slowly because many tutors on Clappingo or from other platform they told me that, ma'am, you're very fast, just reduce your pace, and then you will understand that you are speaking these things wrong, right?
Okay. Yes, absolutely. So I would like to know, like, when did you start learning English? Like in the beginning, and is your school was your school like English medium?
Hindi medium.
It
It
was
was
Hindi
in
medium.
Hindi
So
medium. Yeah.
yeah, all right. So we are at the same page. All right. So in when did you start then? I would like to know when did you start first step? Like now, like I'm learning English. Now I want to learn English, and you started learning English at that time. So yes.
After having kid, because when I was young, I
Okay.
faced a lot of problems during not knowing this language properly. I want to work with always like event management companies, but I did not get jobs just because of my language. I did not have good command over the language. I used to speak broken English. Like it was very pathetic. So that's the reason I
Okay.
don't want my child to suffer like me, and I want them to be perfect. And that's the reason when I decided, okay, now I have to learn just for my kid. And then I gave my
Okay.
100%. And you know what? Before that, I did
Okay.
not even get time because I was working full 9 to 5 job, no 9 to 6 job. I did not get time to
Hmm.
work on my skill. I don't want,
Okay.
I always wanted to become a good fluent speaker, but just because of the time, I was not able to do it. After having kid, I am just, doing only one thing, taking care of him. So
Yeah.
along with that, I started listening YouTube videos, good content, good channels, and that's when I learned a little bit of speaking. So now I can speak
Okay.
English, but still there's a like lot of improvement are required even now.
Okay. And okay, so then, like obviously, like you have said that like we don't get time, and because you are like you are housewife, so because of domestic work as well as like professional work also there, so because of the lack of the time, and sometimes we are not getting the partner as well to have
Yes.
conversation because of that, the reason also, like yeah, absolutely. So like it have when did you start? Like it 2 years ago and 1 year ago and 3 years ago. Like when
It's
did you start
been
to
one
learn
and a
English?
half years. I think it's 2 years approximately. 2 years. Maximum 2 years. Yeah. Because
Maximum
my
two
kid,
years.
when he was, yeah, when he was 3 years old, 2.5 years old, I started speaking with him. And by the age of 3 or 3.5, he also started replying me in English, and we started having proper conversation by the age of 4 proper. Now he is 5. Recently, like on in the month of November, he turned 5, and he's very well.
Okay.
He can speak good English now. Yeah.
Now, so if he's getting involvement in his school, and that we were
Yes.
lacking at that time. So
Yeah,
yes.
that's the even
Yeah.
sometimes he speak good English better than me in terms of grammar because
Mhm.
he's learning from school and he's getting good environment there and the teacher is speaking in English with them. So that's the reason. Sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes he also started speaking like me, and then when he speaks like wrong English, then I realize okay, he's just speaking wrong. So I try to
Okay.
correct him. Yeah.
All right. So like initially, when did you started learning? When did you start learning English? So at that time, that did you go first grammar, or did you just jump in the conversation? That I want to know.
No, I did not jump in the conversation, not even focus on grammar. I used to practice with the short sentences, Hindi to English translation sentences. And somehow, like after listening these kind of sentences for couple of months, I'm habitual to know, like, okay, if we want to say someone like mujhe pani chahiye, so this is how you have to say. Automatically, just after listening a few months, you will be able to recognize, you will be able to understand, okay, this is the right way of saying this thing in English. So that is how I have learned English. I did not focus on grammar. I'm focusing on grammar now after
Okay.
getting or achieving fluency. But earlier when I started, I did not focus at all on grammar. And that's the reason I made a lot of grammatical errors. Even if you will watch my previous videos, the time when I had started my channel 1 year ago, you will see the clear difference in my communication. I stuck after like few words. Every few words I stuck. I made lot of grammatical errors. You will be able to recognize them very easily now. So there's a drastic change, I would say. Like within 1 year, there's a drastic change in my communication and in my speaking. Yeah.
All right. So yes, I believe as well. As you said that like you didn't learn English, you didn't learn grammar initially. Now you are focusing about grammar. Like so, I believe this thing as well. Like because I'm also believe like initially time there's no need to learn grammar, and when you speak, and then after you have to learn. Yes, absolutely. So and
Yes.
yeah, you want to say something?
No, I was
Do you
just
want to
saying
add
like
anything?
yeah, actually, we can learn grammar at this time very quickly, but the problem with me is I'm not getting time for practice, and even I'm not listening any video. To be frank, to be honest, I'm not doing any
Okay.
kind of practice these days. From last very like
Mhm.
it's been 7 to 8 months. I am not doing anything. When I started this YouTube
Okay.
channel, there was this excitement, and I was doing a lot of things together for learning English. But after that, I became mother, and I have a 6-month-old kid. So it's not possible with
Mhm.
him to give time for learning. But I'm talking about those people who wanted to start their journey for learning English. You can start just by sentence practice. Don't focus on grammar. By the time you will start conversation, you will automatically learn grammar. I can also learn grammar quickly if I had time. I do not have time, that's why I'm not able to learn it properly. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Yes, absolutely. But one thing I would like to know, like as you said that, like initially time you like small sentence in Hindi to English. You were learning at that time. So like, did you mug up those sentences, or just you are understanding?
I'm understanding. I don't learn anything. I just
Okay.
understand. You know, if you will watch one same video twice or thrice, you will be able to
Mm,
understand, okay, this is how they're using this grammar portion or something like that. You don't need to focus much on that. If somebody is like repeating the, I'll give you an example. You can watch Kanchan Ma'am channel, and I used to watch it a lot. Even now, my kid is also watching these days also. Whenever I come across any video of her, we used to watch. We along with my kid. So they are
mhm.
helping us. This is how we can frame our own sentences sometimes, and we are habitual to understand, like, okay, if we want to say this thing in English, we have to say like this. So it is very
Yeah.
natural. If you listen it for a long period of time, you will be able to understand.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, that is right. Like, if we'll do for long term, then we will understand. But as you mentioned about, like, I think in Kanchan ma'am, they translate first Hindi sentences, then after they translate English that sentences.
In
So I am not agree about this thing. Sorry for that, because I was doing the same thing earlier also, but I didn't get the result. So I turn myself to to only watch English content, you know. And then after it
Yeah,
work,
that is
because
also, I used to watch English content also along with that. It's not only I'm fully
mm,
dependent on those sentences, I'm improving my
mm,
vocabulary from there, but I'm applying, I'm listening
yes,
the content. Alina Rai's channel, I used to watch
yes,
it a lot. So that also
all right.
helping me. Yeah.
Yeah, so yes, that will help. But if we depend only that particular channel, Hindi translating and then translate in English, so I think it will not work. Yes, earlier I
No,
used
no.
to do this thing a lot, and it didn't work on me. So that's why I'm just saying that. Yeah.
Okay, okay. No, I've learned all the vocabulary from their channel only, to be honest. And
Yes.
then I started listening other channels, conversational stories, the kids story
Mm,
channels. So from that
yes.
also I've learned uh, how to speak, how to present, how to say this thing in that way. So we have to,
Yes.
do multiple things together.
Yes, absolutely. And we have to repeat the same like content again and again. That will work more, I think. It will become
Yes,
more
yes,
effective.
yes,
Yes.
absolutely true.
Yeah. So like I would like to know like so you spend now you are doing job as well, like you are like spending your time in your home.
No, I am an advocate by profession and I'm doing it just by sitting at home. I have my own law firm in the name of ANRK and
Okay.
Associates. So I'm running that. I'm attending hearings in the morning time. That's
Hmm.
why I am not able to give you proper time because I'm not sure like at what time
Yeah.
what I have to do. So that's the reason, yeah. So I'm doing it professionally. YouTube, I'm not giving time to YouTube to be honest. I am just giving time to my profession this time.
Yeah. That is like that is your first priority, I think, because of that, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Obviously. So apart from this, all the thing, what do you do other any other activity? Like, do you watch any reality show? Do you watch any movie or like any other thing?
I love watching Big Boss, but my husband is not allowing me to watch these days. And from last 2 years, the last season I watched like season 13 with Shehnaz, and after that I haven't watched any Big Boss season. But I don't know, I love it, but my husband is not watching that, so I am also not watching that.
Okay. So why I just smiled, but when did you say like I watch Big Boss, so I want to like Big Boss? So, because already I have been watching. That's why I just smiling. Okay. Because
Okay.
I'm so like I like this show. Okay. Because people in this show like people like find the real personality. So that's why I'm liking this show. And there's so many sentences I have written because when they speak English, when they fight each other, they speak English. So I think more than
Yes,
100 sentence, more than 100
yes.
sentences I have written on my notes book, and it's because of that also that I'm watching this show. So yes. So as you mentioned, like
Yes.
Shahnaz Gill and Siddharth,
I love
they
Shahnaz
were
Gill.
available. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm also fan of Shahnaz Gill and really like she's a fabulous. And yeah, so season 13, after that I have been watching that Big Boss show more after that show, that season 13. And most of the people I think after because of the season 13, it was the fabulous. So because of the most of the people, they are interesting so much to watching Big Boss. So yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So I'm
So
not
did you
watching
watch?
these days.
So did you watch at that time like full episode about the season 13? Like
Full, full,
okay,
full, full. That time,
I.
actually, I had only one kid, and he was like 2 to 3 years old. So there was no such issues. I was available in the night because at the night, like 10 or 10:30, he slept. So the Big Boss started at 10:30. So at the time of
Yes,
having dinner, serving dinner, so I can
yeah,
watch. Now I'm not getting time to watch even any reality or TV shows actually. My
all
younger
right.
one sleeps around 1 o'clock, sometimes 12:30, so it's very late. So even after having dinner, I have a duty to, just, make him like this. So let him sleep. So I'm not getting time actually.
And obviously, and what about like afternoon? Do you have nap like at that time?